I now give the floor to His Holiness Sri Sugunendra Tharasara Swamiji, Abbot of Sri Puthige Matha.
सर्वेपि सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु सर्वे सुगुणशालिनः. About 15 years ago, we moved into a new millennium with the fresh hope that our world will become a paradise of peace and prosperity. However, what we have seen so far over the past decade is nothing but an alarmingly disturbing trend in violent extremism. As per statistical data, in just the year 2013 alone, there were reported 18,000 deaths due to violent extremism. Every religious-related hostility, every attack, every crime, every humiliation happening today is plaguing the entire world. It is unfortunate that some extremists abuse their religion, falsify its image, and use it to achieve non-religious objectives. It is unfortunate that violent extremists are using social media to recruit youth and misleading them to the path of terrorism. Violent trends that contradict the real essence of religion are disturbing. How to counter violent extremism is a mind-boggling question here and everywhere in the world. We have seen that police and military forces all over the world are finding it very difficult to combat terrorism because using violence to stop violence is resulting in more violence and unrest. Today we have gathered here in the UN headquarters to introspect and discuss on countering violent extremism and fostering a peaceful society. In this crucial meeting, we would like to share our thoughts and experiences in building a peaceful and inclusive society by respecting each and every religion and honoring each and every faith. First and foremost, I would like to remind you that ancient saints and philosophers of Hindu religion have preached to society how to respect other religions. Our Guru Sri Madhvacharya, about 750 years ago, has set a great example through an incident that occurred during his pilgrimage in northern India. While he and his entourage were fording the river Ganga, as a large number of soldiers of a different religion on the other side of the river prepared to attack him. Rather than attempting to counterattack those soldiers, Sri Madhvacharya spoke to them and their king in very respectful their language, impressing them with his scholarship and total renunciation from the affairs of the world, removing the cause of the hatred itself. The king was so impressed as to offer half of his kingdom on the spot to Sri Madhvacharya. One of the socio-economic factors which could be considered as the root cause of extremism is the lack of opportunity for upward mobility and failure of the government to provide basic services, including education. Lack of education and extreme poverty in the society are interconnected. We would like to share our experience on how working in partnership impacted the society. We have been working in India on a program of eradicating extreme poverty and hunger by working in partnership with religious leaders, government, and social workers by providing free meals for school students of all faiths. This resulted in significantly increased turnover for school admission since poor parents, instead of engaging their kids in domestic labor work, started sending them to school. We are now seeing an increase in school attendance among children in rural India as a result of this program. Education is the most powerful weapon which could not only eradicate poverty but also end ignorance and extremism. Community leaders and religious leaders have to play an important role in making sure that our educational system is equipped with teaching all good essence of the religious teachings, ranging from Bhagavad Gita and Bible and to Guru Granth Sahib and Quran. Misinterpretation of religious preaching and forcing people to follow a certain religious practice is one of the root causes for the upsurge in violent extremism. We, as religious leaders, should condemn and reject any violent religious extremism and its purported justifications. We have several religious ideologies, several teachings, and several storylines claiming to present the truth of a given religion. The false storylines responsible for spreading hatred and violence must be replaced by authentic storyline that brings to the forefront each religion's respect for human dignity and peace. In the field of religion, we should act like a bee. Bee takes the honey from all flowers and collect and distribute. So each one should be like a bee and collect all good things from all religions and distribute the love and happiness. In Gita, Krishna says, Vimarshaita dasheshena yatechasi tathakuru. We should not be attached to the religion, but we should select the religion whatever we want. We propose a 4-point action plan for countering extremism and building a peaceful and inclusive society. Number 1, take the lead in unmasking, debunking and rejecting the misuse of religion as a false justification for violent religious extremism by presenting the authentic teachings of their respective religions that reject violent extremism and affirm universal human dignity, particularly through religious education that takes place in local sites of worship. Number 2, advance human dignity through concrete programs designed to overcome the abuses of human rights, poverty, the lack of basic services, and other grievous threats to human dignity. Such programs to include special attention to empowering youth and women. The third, engage in dialogue to resolve conflict and increase intercommunal understanding to promote coexistence and respect for human dignity. The fourth, equip religious youth groups for peer training and programs designed to provide religiously sensitive counseling that reject violent religious extremism and affirm human dignity. We pray Almighty to give all of us the strength, willpower, and commitment to stay united and lead this world through the path of religious freedom, peace, and prosperity. Let us love and respect each other and live together as one family, as said in our scriptures, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We appreciate the effort from United Nations here to eradicate the problem, and we hope this effort should be strengthened. The United Nations, which is the highest binding force in the world, should be strengthened more. We hope God should bless us, and we pray, Lord, to bless all the whole the world. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Je remercie l'abbé de Sri.
I thank the Abbé for his statement.